Vail Health gives an update on their 200,000 square foot Dillon complex. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. First, it's been a hazy afternoon in the high country as smoke from the Williams Fork fire up north drifts down into Summit. That fire grew 300 acres yesterday, now burning on 13,200 acres. It is 25% contained. The haze is made worse by two other fires up north. The Cameron Peak fire at Cameron Pass, now 125,000 acres and 30% contained, and the Mullen fire in Wyoming, burning more than 117,000 acres in less than 2 weeks. It is 0% contained, just west of Laramie. Despite haze and bone-dry conditions, the Dillon Ranger District enters Stage 1 fire restrictions tomorrow. That means campfires are allowed in fire rings only at developed campgrounds. Backcountry fires are still banned, same as backyard fires in county or town limits. Stage 1 is only for U.S. Forest Service lands. Forecast through Wednesday next week still calls for sun and little moisture. The Snowguns are churning at A Basin and Copper this week, and by tomorrow night, Loveland starts blowing the white stuff. In classic form, the Basin and Loveland will be first to open. Both are shooting for mid to late October, pending conditions. Keystone is out of the race this year, opening November 6th, followed by Breckenridge November 13th and Copper November 30th after Thanksgiving. Vail opens November 20th, Beaver Creek November 25th. Still pending from the governor's office are statewide COVID rules for ski season. A new 85,000 square foot Vail Health medical complex is one of the biggest projects in Dillon right now, and COVID barely made a dent in progress. Vail Health's Craig Cohn, Chief Real Estate Development Officer.
We've had some ups and downs in that, but the overall schedule so far, we've been able to keep it on pace with a little bit of push and pull here and there as we need to.
Most of what you see now from Highway 6 at Dam Road is a parking structure, 115,000 square feet. And 265 spaces.
A lot of the work that we'll be doing in this facility is going to be for both cancer patients and orthopedic surgery patients. So these are patients that may have some mobility impairment.
When finished next summer, the upper floor is home to Shaw Cancer Center. On the middle floors is a surgery center, mostly for orthopedic patients. Ground level goes to offices, urgent care, and Howard Head Physical Therapy. There is no emergency room. Little Red Schoolhouse in Breckenridge voluntarily closed this week for a pair of positive COVID cases, becoming the first local childcare center to shut down. Other centers and public schools have been forced to quarantine cohorts, but when kids are in class, it has been a blessing.
I think both the children and the teachers have really missed each other over our extended closure.
That was Catherine Schaff with Early Childhood Options in Dillon, acting as a liaison between childcare directors and Summit Public Health.
It offers opportunity for the directors to ask questions and provide some feedback.
Schaff is sending her son to Keystone Science School on Wednesdays, one of several local summer camps still open this fall, helping parents in need.
He is just so thrilled with that programming. So myself as a working parent am thrilled that I am able to go to work on Wednesdays and, know that he is getting all of his tasks accomplished.
Early Childhood Options will release a free virtual learning platform for pre-K students soon. Tune in next week for details. The students at Silverthorne Elementary need cash for cleaner air.
Our HVAC system heats the building, and it has a filtration system. But this kind of filtration system that we are fundraising for is another level of support to help our kids stay healthy.
That was Principal Luis Waycaser. Opening windows and doors is one way to ward off COVID, but that won't happen come winter. The solution? Stop by Locals Liquors. Owner Chris Karen explains.
It's an easy way to give back and have a nice glass of wine or a cocktail or perhaps cold beer.
Starting tomorrow for Silverthorne's First Friday, a portion of select beer, wine, and liquor sales go to the cause. The town is donating a couple grand as well, and Karen hopes this fundraiser will make enough to outfit every room in Silverthorne L.
The number of units right now needed by Silverthorne Elementary is, I believe, 17 units. So we'll definitely want to raise enough money for that. We think that we can raise even more.
That fundraiser opens tomorrow at First Friday and continues through the month. In sports, the dismal Denver Broncos and bottom-dwelling Jets play tonight at 6:20 on NFL Network. Both teams are 0-3. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, Tigers football opens a 6-game fall season next Friday at home against Conifer. And Krystal 93 sister station, C-Rock, is broadcasting live. Stay tuned for details. Phil Lindeman with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.